Thank you for joining me this afternoon. So why do I, as an American Jew, celebrate Christmas, honor Christmas? It comes down to the fact that it is a day to honor the Christian contribution to the United States. If it had not been for Christianity, we wouldn't be where we are today. You know, we observe Black History Month in February. We observe other holidays and events that mark important ideas that have made this country what it is and people that have made this country what it is. And it seems to me that it's perfectly appropriate to honor Jesus. Had it not been for the ministry of Jesus, we would not be who we are today. That doesn't mean that I believe in Jesus from a religious standpoint. I'm a Jew, and I don't happen to subscribe to that belief, although I admire it. It has more to do with the fact that Jesus, as in his ministry and his followers, were able to convey to a large segment of the world, including the founders, fathers of the United States, principles that emanate from the Torah, which I believe is divine, which I believe was given by God. So in that sense, Jesus accomplished what the Jews could never accomplish, and that was he brought the Torah and its moral and ethical precepts to a large part of the world. And that message, that those precepts are the foundation of this country. They're the ideas that make this country what it is and who we are. And we ought to acknowledge that. And we ought to acknowledge the fact that had Jesus not been born and had he not had his ministry, we may not have a United States today the way we have it. The ideas that he conveyed, both through as a conduit of the Torah and its moral and ethical precepts, and also in his own right, and the great contributions that Christian philosophy and Christology has made to the world, they are what makes us who we are today, whether we're Christian or not. I don't happen to be. But I think it's worth pausing and thinking about it and honoring it once a year on this celebration, annual celebration of his birth. To make it brief, the main principles that come to mind is the idea that man and women are created in the image of God, that we have a divine spark. We are images of a creator and not just animals, and that all rights and all moral obligations come from God and not from the state. Those ideas are what make this country separate from other countries, and it's those ideas that make this country truly a Christian country with a small c. There are many other ideas. I mean, the Torah hands us a blueprint for how to live, how nations are to live with each other, how business is to be conducted, how we're to act, how we're to conduct our affairs, the sorts of relationships we ought to have. And it's something that can't be tampered by man. That's why that's the significance of the Torah, and it's the significance of Christianity, and it's what makes us different from other nations which are man-run and man-made, and are usually run by an elite that holds itself up as a replacement to God. So, again, as a Jew, I honor Christmas. I admire Christmas, and I think it's appropriate. Plus, it's legal because Christmas is a legal holiday in the United States. It was established by an executive order of President Ulysses S. Grant in 1870. I admire Christmas for that reason, and I also like Christmas and all of the atmosphere around it. I like the festiveness of it and the music and the familyness of it. I think it's a great time, especially here in New England where things get very bleak this time of year and very dark. I like the lights and I like the festive nature. I'm not going to have a Christmas tree or I'm not going to have stockings, but I admire the commercialism of it, the spirituality of it. I admire all aspects of it. So I have no problem as a Jew saying Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Thank you very much.